Hello everyone, this is New England Dashcam here, and I'm trying out this brand new format and seeing if I can make videos this way because I do have a lot to say about a lot of things. So hope you guys like it. um, anyway, first off, before I get started here, I've been starting making videos on a regular basis for about the last month and a half-ish, and so far it's been pretty good. So thank you guys for tuning in, for watching my videos. And one thing that I realize is that when I stopped making videos on a regular basis here, and that'd be about almost 2 years ago, I think. It was 2016. I remember that. I think it was like year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in there. When I left, I had 1,100 subscribers. Now, despite the fact that I haven't really done anything in here in almost 2 years, the fact that my channel has grown its views and subscribers, right now it's up to, I think it's over 1,900 now, so it almost doubled in size, despite the fact that I haven't done anything or next to nothing on here in the last 2 years. It's somewhat amazing to me. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thanks for sticking around. I had a lot of stuff I had to sort out before I really start doing this again, and it's been fun. You have to realize is that making the videos I've been making is very time consuming. To sort through clips and edit them together, it does take some time, and that's primarily the reason why I had to stop doing this. 2 years ago, because I was had a lot of things going on, and now things have really worked out where I can do this again. So, for all the old time viewers, thanks for sticking around, and for the new viewers, thanks for tuning in. And now to have some fun, because I really want to rip on this article and rip on Uber, because believe it or not, I do have some experience with this company. I did used to drive for them, and I have a lot to say about it, about my experience and what I really think of them. But that could be a video for another day. But I just have to put this out here because this is just fucking stupid. And I'm going to bluntly say that from the start. Alright, here is the CNET article. Uber unveils flying taxi concept. Plans Uber Air service by 2023. So, first of all, one thing. Does Uber really plan on... Is it really a realistic possibility that Uber is still going to exist in 2023? Don't they lose like $3 or $4 billion a year, and that's with a B? You can't stay in business long if you just lose money all the time. And flying cars. They can't even get self-driving cars right. They keep crashing into things and hitting people. So they're going to have flying cars crash into things now. Won't that be exciting? The next step for Uber's plans for urban transit is an electric flying car for urban aerial ride hailing. Oh boy. And of course, next you're treated with this picture of this really stupid looking airplane stupid thing. Alright, let's get into the article. They got more pictures of this fucking thing. It looks stupid. It's like a submarine floaty thing. It looks like a jet ski with propellers on it. It's a jet ski connected to more jet skis with propellers everywhere. The future of transportation, people. Really. After helping to pioneer the peer-to-peer ride-hailing and working to bring self-driving cars to the road, yeah, like that's going well. How many people have they killed so far? Uber's next step will take place where it won't need roads. At its Elevate Summit in Los Angeles, Uber has unveiled its latest design reference for its electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL concept, a flying car for its future urban aviation ride-hailing network. Known internally as a ECRM-003, the eVTOL. That's a stupid ass. Come up with a better acronym or something. Common reference model looks like a bit of a cross between a massive drone and a small airplane. And this is what they're going to be considering bringing drunks home at 2 in the morning in these flying fucking things. They don't even know the color of your car, and they expect drunk people to get into this thing. About 90% of the passengers I picked up on Uber were all drunks, basically. Good luck getting them. I have a hard enough time getting them into a black car, which is common. Yeah, get inside the helicopter that won't somehow kill you. Yeah, good luck with that. 4 rotors, actually 4 pairs of co-rotating rotors, for a total of 8 props, are driven by electric motors, providing the vertical lift and bringing the vehicle to its cruising altitude between 1,000 and 2,000 feet. That's actually not that much. So what you're saying is these things will not be able to run that well in Denver, because that's 5,000 feet in the air. Being fully electric with multiple small rotors instead of one large one, it should be quieter somehow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but having 8 rotors instead of 1 rotor, if you have 8 motors going, wouldn't 8 motors be louder than just 1 motor? It should be more quieter than a conventional helicopter and more efficient. The multiple rotors add redundancy. So the eVTOL, it's EVTOL. How the fuck am I supposed to now pronounce this shit? Should be safer as well. This coming from the same company has self-driving cars crashing into people, and it took them 7 years to figure out, maybe we should have a help button on the app in case one of our Uber drivers try to kidnap you. Again, safer. Once in the air, the eVTOL will switch over from a fixed-wing operation with its airplane-like wings providing lift when moving horizontally, and a propeller in the tail providing horizontal thrust up to the cruising speed of about 150 miles per hour, with a top speed of 200 miles an hour. I can just imagine the drunk people getting really, really high motion sickness and starting to puke all over this goddamn thing. 250, 200 miles an hour. You'll be at your house in like 10 seconds. Those $3 trips, that's a lot of $3 trips for this thing. Fixed-wing operation is even more efficient, as it brings it within the exact range of an electrical aircraft with about 60 miles per charge. Uber expects an average mission length of 25 miles, with a 5-minute recharge between trips, keep the eVTOL running for 3 hours of continuous operation during peak rush hours. 60 miles? That's it? So let me get this straight. I've gotten a lot of long Uber requests, and some of them were at, during rush hours, because people like to go to the airport, which, oh, by the way, I don't think these things are going to be able to get anywhere near an airport. They're not going to be allowed there, no way in hell. Those rush hour trips tend to be more than 25 miles. So what they're saying is they have 60 miles range. They have to go from wherever they park them at, take them to wherever they're being hailed from, take it to where they have to take the passenger, and then back to their charging area. And they think that's less than 60 miles. Now, granted, these things fly. They can go in straight lines. I get it. They don't have to succumb to the curvature of the roads or whatever. And for only 3 hours. I'm suspecting a lot of these things are going to be very, very low on charge, and they're going to start crashing if that's the real... Again, they have 6 years to figure this shit out, and it ain't working. It's 2023, and they expect to still be in business by then. Anyway. The design is built around a passenger compartment featuring space for up to 4 passengers with their personal bags or backpacks. Good luck with that. Especially with those Uber pools where people always bring like 3 or 4 people on, or one thing that I always ran into with Uber is I only have space for 4 passengers, yet 6, 7 people will show up. And if these things are self-piloting, good luck regulating that. Good luck. I don't think it even says in here if it's going to be self-driving or if someone's going to be piloting these things. And to that pilot, good luck. The design is built around the passenger compartment, featuring space up to 4 passengers, and bags and backpacks. The specs have been penned to make boarding and deplaning easy, with the design to keep the rotors and wings as far away as the passengers as possible. Again, safety coming from the exact same company that took 7 years to put in a freaking distress button for the passengers, but none for the drivers, and drivers have gotten beaten up for years. Early eVTOLs will be piloted by a human, but the ultimate goal is for these vehicles to become autonomous. And people wonder why I advise no one drive for Uber anymore. Because the long-term goal is to not have humans working for them. So why the fuck would you want to support them now? God. This thing has just got stupid written all over it. Granted, I haven't driven for Uber. The last time I've really done anything with them was for St. Patrick's Day. And that was like 2 months ago almost. And the last time I really drove them full-time for any stretch has been about a year. So, a human pilot is going to be paid the same, what, $5 a trip that they pay now? Well, you need a pilot's license? Yeah, good luck with that. I can just imagine like the seasoned airline pilots going, yep, I've given up my $100K cushy job to take $5 trips for fucking Uber. Do they have to also own the planes too or whatever? Yeah, imagine having my own eVTOL and having to charge it up every day and have that thing parked in the goddamn driveway. I mean, from these pictures, they look massive. How the hell are these things supposed to land in the middle of a city? And this is the wave of the future, where there's buildings and power lines and all sorts of other shit. I mean, I've been hearing about Amazon drones for years and years now, and I have yet to see one. This is a pipe dream. Oh, Uber is expanding the taxi with a second NASA Space Act agreement. And Uber and the U.S. Army will partner up for silent electric aircraft tech. So this thing is supposed... Yeah, so future eVTOLs won't just be landing in your driveway. There's power lines over my driveway. How the hell is this thing supposed to land? And again, the thing looks massive. The Uber Air Vision places skyports at strategic locations around urban centers where passengers will begin and end flights. The skyport model, Uber says, allows company. The skyport model, Uber says, allows the company to effectively manage noise pollution, trip routing, and flight planning coordination with the Federal Aviation Administration and local air control. I mean, even if okay, let's just say they put this thing in Blueback in West Hartford. So if it's a central location, so you gotta walk your ass from the bar to the central airporty thing, and then take the air flying thing to wherever the hell your city is. I can't even wrap my head around this. It's so stupid. Because once you get to the centralized airporty thing where your city is, from where you're coming from, how are you going to get the rest of the way home? You take an Uber, right? An actual 4 wheels and a driver Uber, which, why couldn't you just do the UberX in the first place? And I imagine the standard UberX would be much cheaper than this shit. This is how stupid this is. Passengers will plan and request flights within the same Uber passenger app used for ground transportation. Again, what's the point of doing this shit when they can just get a car to take them where the hell they have to go? They can get door-to-door service, which will allow them to plan first and last mile transport to and from these skyports. This is... This is the most inefficient travel means I've ever heard of. So you gotta get, okay, let's just say I'm at Blueback and I want to get home to my home in Torrington. Okay, which is about 30 miles away. I have to get an Uber to drive me the mile or two from Blueback to wherever the hell this jet port is in West Hartford. Wait for the car to show up, get in the car drops me off at the jet port thing. Wait for my flight at the jet port thing, which if it's 2 a.m. bar rush and Uber's busy, there probably isn't one there, so I gotta wait for one to show up. Eventually that one shows up. I get in the damn car, or the plane, or whatever, and it flies me at 150 miles an hour up to Torrington, which would be, granted, would be about 3 minutes, I guess. So that part's fun, while my drunk ass tries really, really hard not to throw up because this thing's moving at the speed of light. And then it lands at some central place in Torrington. And of course, Torrington, which I'm pretty sure will be the same as it is now as it will be in 2023, where you can't get an Uber ride anywhere in that town because no Uber drivers go there. Which I don't blame them, because I used to try to get rides from there and never could. Wait for that guy to show up, and usually be a half hour away because the guy's coming from Waterbury or some shit. And then have him pick me up and take me the rest of the way home. And does this sound stupid to anyone else? It does to me. And of course you have this picture here with this bearded pilot guy with the trendy female passenger that's like, yeah, I'm about to fly in a fucking thing. Uber head of vehicle engineering team, Rob McDonald, made it clear during the Elevate Summit keynote that Uber is not developing a vehicle. Instead, Uber hopes the reference concept will serve as a springboard for its partners who will handle the design and manufacture of eVTOL vehicles. Translation: Uber doesn't design shit. They're expecting other companies to provide their own vehicles for this thing. Yeah, it's a concept that sounds very familiar. I'll give Uber this. They're actually somewhat realistic, because if they try to develop something, it'll crash within 2 seconds, like their autonomous vehicles. Oh! The first eVTOL demonstrations from these partners are to be expected by 2020. Really? They don't have a prototype yet, or at least a full-size one. It's like they have drones now, and they have quadcopters now. They can't get some plaster or plastic or styrofoam and build a model to say, hey, we can actually get these big jumbo fucking looking things to actually fly. But no, they can't even demonstrate that for another 2 years. This is a sign that the company does not know what the fuck they're doing. Which, oh, by the way, Travis Kalanick first made the announcement about this thing like last February or March of last year. And you want to know what was going on during February and March of last year? The sex abuse scandal that was going on at Uber at the time. I think this came out like after like that sex abuse blog post came out from one of their employees, and then of course that amazing viral video of him yelling at an Uber driver. The company did not know what the fuck they were doing back then, and they still don't know now. They bleed millions of dollars every year, and somehow they think they're still going to be in business in 2 years, let alone 5 years for this shit to allegedly will happen. This is a joke. This flying Uber car shit is a joke. This company has no clue what the fuck it's doing. They're losing money hand over fist. They don't pay their drivers well. They don't do anything right. It's like, this is why I tell people don't drive for them. They don't care about drivers. They want to replace you with fucking robots and flying cars and shit. They're idiots. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. For all your old-time viewers, thanks for watching. All you new-time viewers, thanks for watching as well. Leave a comment if you like this video. I might make more like this, because there's a ton of stuff that I do want to talk about. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you next time. Goodbye.